Oh, hey guys, welcome to Bermuda Grass Central. Listen, I'm getting the question, BYD, can I cut my lawn while it's wet? Do you really want to know what the answer is? Well, I'm about to tell you.
You're watching Bermuda Grass Central, changing the world 1 yard at a time.
Okay guys, welcome back to Bermuda Grass Central. This is BYD, Big Yard Dog himself. And yeah, I get that question. They ask me a lot of times, can you cut your lawn while it's wet? Well, there's been a few videos that say you can. There's been a few videos that say you can't. But, oh, the sun is shining in my eyes. But I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this, guys. It's going to depend on you. But if you're asking BYD himself, never cut your personal lawn while it's wet. And I know you contractors, you'll get out there and you'll cut that wet grass and you'll keep it moving. And that's fine because, you know, a lot of times your customers, they don't understand why you shouldn't cut it. They just want that yard cut. They don't care if it's cut wet or dry. But cutting your yard wet can cause all kinds of problems, guys. And I'm just going to show you a few things that can happen. All right, let's check this out. Okay, yard fanatics, look, this is my 36 inch Metro walk behind, and I mean, it has a pretty high powered mower. I think this engine, I think this is the 17 horsepower mower. Now normally when you cut in your yard with a little 21 inch like this, and that's actually a 22 inch, that's a snapper 22 inch. I have a review on that if you want to check it out. But you know, you're working with anywhere from 4 to 5 horsepower when you buy it out the store, maybe 6 if you go commercial, up to 8. All right, these Honda 160cc's, Honda will not release the horsepower, but it's going to be guesstimated it's between 4 or 5 horsepower. But long story short, if you look at my lawn, okay, the part on the right over here, that's still wet. If you look over here, I didn't cut it, I just ran the lawnmower across it. Now, one of the techniques that I've done in the past is actually run my lawnmower across the lawn, and I have it low so I can kind of knock that dew off the top of the grass. But a lot of people are not going to do that. I still would not recommend cutting grass wet at all. That needs to be completely dry. And guys, look, I'm going to show you why. Hey guys, look, this is some of the grass that I cut, and you can see it's wet. You see how it's all clumped up? Now, one of the problems when you're cutting wet grass is it clumps up like that. Wet grass will actually get mold and the fungus in it. All right, I'm gonna take some of this. When you let this wet grass sit on your lawn like that, eventually it'll start. It won't break down as fast because it's still wet. And if there are any mold and fungus in that grass right there, guess what happens to the grass up under? You get a mold or a fungus or something right there, and eventually it can start spreading. All right. Another downfall of cutting wet grass is this. If you leave it there and you run over it with your lawnmower, that juice from the grass, and we know about grass stains, guys, what happens? Hard to get out. And then you got grass stains all over your concrete. So that's another reason why you should not cut wet grass. As a matter of fact, let me show you my common area that I just cut and let you see what it looks like. Okay guys, I'm just walking over there, but that grass you see right there is grass that fell off from the underdeck of the mower while we were cutting it. You see it? Now what happens, somebody come by and walk on it, you got grass stains. See that, guys? There goes some more. Now this is the excuse me, this is a bunch right here, and that's from the vibration of more and stuff falling off. But that doesn't include the grass that's still stuck up under the mower. And that grass that's stuck up under the mower, it gets mold and fungus, and it starts to stink. See right there, guys? See all that? You see that grass stain already? So even, and this is the common area, this is not mine, this is some type of fescue. And matter of fact, this is the one that I did that how to kill crabgrass like a pro video. But wet grass, and it has a mixture of stuff in here, guys, so I'm just gonna use this for an example. But wet grass does not cut good. It lays down, you have uneven cut. Fungus is introduced into the tip of the blades. I don't know if you can see that, but like blades that are not cut real good, like, let me see, that one, it's kind of ripped. So you're gonna get possibly fungus, not a clean cut. And no, I will not cut my grass while it's wet. Okay, yard fanatics, so yeah, you know, let's not cut wet grass. I mean, guys, I understand that, you know, you may get caught in those situations where it's raining all the time and it's kind of hard to get in there. But even with that, if you got a certain cutting height that you're cutting your lawn at, I would raise my mower up higher and cut it while the grass is still, when the grass dries out. And one reason is because if it's raining a lot, your grass is still going to be well hydrated when you cut it. How long should you wait to cut it? Just when it dries up, when you can stick your hand down in the grass and you don't feel any moisture coming off of it. You can wait till it get halfway done, but guys, if you're riding a heavy mower across your grass, you're not going to get a good cut. So yeah, my recommendation is don't cut your lawn at your personal lawn, guys, while it's wet. Contractors, they're going to do it anyway. I do it because customers are impatient. And it's all about time. You can't keep letting, you know, your yards back up. In that situation, totally understand. But for my personal lawn, you know, Big Yard Dog recommends that you do not cut your lawn while it's wet, guys. Wait till it's dry to prevent those funguses and any other thing that can go wrong. That clumping, the grass staining of the driveways, concrete. And then after that, you're gonna have to get a pressure washer to try to get all that off the concrete. So no, guys, don't cut it while it's wet. Some guys will tell you, well, you can cut it and you can keep it off the concrete by making trim passes with your lawnmower, which is true. But when you're turning a lawnmower on wet grass, you tend to lay it down and rip it at the same time. Bermuda grass, yeah, it'll fill back in, but those other grasses like the tall fescues, they don't spread. They clump grow. They grow straight up. So when you keep tearing it out the ground by the roots, you know, those are the bare spots that you're gonna have to fill in. Your best cut, guys, comes when you cut your lawn when it's completely dry. So just remember one thing. You're tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. This is Michael Bowman, and I'll talk to you soon.